Blessings and welcome to the path to freedom, this amazing path where we get to set ourselves free. We get to set ourselves free to be in ever expanding love and joy and harmony and wholeness and beauty and abundance. We get to set ourselves free to forever soar, shine, glow in ways beyond anything that we've ever imagined. We get to set ourselves free to forever allow for those greater and grander expressions of who and what we are to emerge. And in doing this, in setting ourselves free to be whatever it is that we are setting ourselves free to be, we need to set ourselves free from habitual ways of being, from fears, worries, and doubts, those lower vibration thought forms, and all of that. And so my name is Daniel Roquillo, and as always, I'm deeply grateful and honored that you are choosing to join me, that you're choosing to tune into this space where we get to raise our vibration, where we get to expand our consciousness, on and on and on and on and on, over and over and over and over and over again. This is what we're in for. This is the ride. This is the journey. This is the path that we are walking, this eternal path that never ends, that never began, but that is infinite. So thank you so much. The topic for today is about words, and it is about vibrational alignment. It is about the art of manifestation, and I believe the topic is something along the lines, we need to be mindful of our words because they have power. We need to be mindful of our words because they have power. And I was having a conversation with an individual a while ago, and this individual, they are growing through expansion, they are growing through a challenge. And they said in our conversation, they said something to the effect of, I wish that this was over soon. That's not how they phrased it. I want this to be over. Or I'm sorry. I don't remember exactly what they said, but however they articulated what they were saying, what they were giving voice to was a sense of separation. So they are moving towards something. They have a vision, they have a space, they have actually a quality that they want to experience more of. And they gave voice to a sense that this quality is somewhere in some future moment, that it is out there somewhere. They are moving towards it, but their feeling tone was that this quality, it is not here. And I believe the quality was peace. This quality that I want to experience, that I wish to experience, it is not here, but it is in some future moment. And while they are absolutely moving in the direction of this quality and they are doing the work, so it will continue to emerge from within them. It will continue to express itself in ever greater and grander ways in, as, and through them. But still, we got to this wording that they used, this phrase that they used, was an opening to have a deeper conversation around the words that we are using and how we are so wise to be mindful of the words, because they truly do have power. They truly do have power. The principles of these sacred laws, they're very simple, very, very simple. Whatever we turn our attention to the most, whatever we think about the most, whatever we talk about the most, whatever we feel about the most, with the great emphasis on what we feel and how we feel. Another way of saying it is that whatever we hold alive and active within our consciousness always precedes form. That is what we're calling forth into our experience. That is what we're allowing, is actually a more accurate way of saying it. That is what we're allowing to emerge from within. And so as we are speaking, and relative to this, a beautiful rule of thumb when it comes to our words, when it comes to how we are engaging in conversation with others, and even what we're engaging in our inner dialogue. A beautiful rule of thumb is to only speak about that which we wish to experience. And this points to how our words have power. So in them saying that I want to experience more of this quality, I wish I could remember what it is that they said. They said, I so want this to change. That's how they said it. I so want this to change. And in saying that they want something to change, what they're saying is that the condition, the circumstance that they wish to experience, it is not here. It is lacking. It is absent. It is missing. But it is somewhere out there, and something needs to change for that quality, for this quality, for the quality of peace to emerge, to be the order of the day, to reign supreme within their consciousness. And while it may seem as though something needs to change on the external level, everything is here. This loving presence that is all there is, that is fully present in every space and place, that is boundless, that is limitless, that is eternal, that is infinite, that is infinite peace, that is infinite joy, infinite harmony, infinite wholeness, infinite abundance, infinite beauty, infinite all of these beautiful qualities. As it is all that there is, as it is fully present in every space and place, it is not ever absent, it cannot ever diminish itself or divide itself into parts, it cannot ever contradict itself, but it is always expressing itself, revealing itself fully and freely. Right? So, peace. Peace is here. Peace beyond imagination, the peace that passes human understanding. It is always present. We may not always feel it. We may not always recognize it. We may not always experience it, but it is here. Abundance is always here. And all these beautiful qualities, they're always present. They're always fully present, right? So in saying that, I so want this to change, on one level, that is resistance. It is turning our attention toward what we don't wish to experience. I so want this to change. We're turning our attention toward what we wish to experience. We're resisting it. We're fighting against it. We're giving it our attention. And what does the law say? Whatever we turn our attention to the most is what we're calling forth into our experience. So, in wishing that this is to change, in wishing that something is to change, is giving it power. Is giving it our attention. We are allowing it, whatever this that we don't wish to experience, whatever this is, we are magnifying it. We're amplifying it. Complaining, bemoaning, it never serves us, because all it is that we're doing is giving voice to, is giving our attention to, is giving energy to what we don't wish to experience. And all that serves is to sustain it, to amplify it, to magnify it, to perpetuate it. So we need to, as we become more and more conscious participants in our own lives, as we begin to learn to master the art of manifestation, not making anything happen, but allowing that which is already happening to happen with ease and grace, we need to align our words. And our words, they express our thoughts, they express our feeling tone. Our words express, they reveal where we are in consciousness. So we need to begin by speaking about that which we wish to experience, not as something that is far off, not as something that is out there, but something that is here now. It is here now. It's done in the infinite mind, and it is happening now. So the invitation to this individual was to begin to articulate and describe and speak from the place and space of the peace that I wish to experience. It is here now. I now experience more peace than I've ever imagined. I now experience more peace than I've ever experienced. The peace that I want, it is here now. I am that peace. To begin to flip and tweak their way of using words. So to move into higher vibrational alignment with the peace that they wish to experience. And this is so for all of us. We need to be very mindful of the words that we're using because they do have power. Our words do have power. Nothing is ever lost in consciousness. Something is always manifesting. Something is always happening. And we get to, by virtue of where we turn our attention, on what we don't wish to experience, what we wish to experience, we get to consciously or unconsciously participate in the happening. And when we align our words, when we align our thoughts, when we align our emotions to the best of our ability with what we wish to experience, speaking more about what we wish to experience than what we don't wish to experience, thinking more about what we wish to experience than what we don't wish to experience, turning our attention more toward what we wish to experience than perhaps the current conditions and circumstances that may be what we don't wish to experience. When 51 or 50.1% or more of our attention, of what we think about, what we talk about, what we feel about, is turned more toward what we wish to experience than what we don't wish to experience, a beautiful momentum begins to build. A beautiful momentum begins to build. And this is how we consciously participate. This is how we move ourselves into vibrational alignment. This is how we make ourselves open and available for that which already is, that which is already here, to well up, to emerge from within. Just like that acorn that gives itself permission to allow for the beautiful and magnificent oak tree to emerge from within. The oak tree does not come flying from thin air, or the mother giving birth to the baby. The baby is not put into pieces like jigsaw puzzle pieces, but the baby emerges from within the mother. The apple, all the beautiful apples, they emerge from what at one point was a tiny apple seed. No one just comes and glues the apple to the tree, right? But they emerge from within the tree. So the next version of who and what we are, and in this case, the version of this individual that is experiencing peace beyond imagination, that is experiencing boundless peace, that is experiencing the peace that passes human understanding, that version is within this particular individual. And so it is with all of us. The next great and grand version of who and what we are is within. It's already here. It may not be revealed as of yet. It may not be expressed yet. But it is still here. It is not going to just magically appear in some future moment. But we're all participating in a field of emergence, of unfolding, of continuous expansion. And our ability to be mindful of our words, allowing ourselves, giving ourselves permission, or making ourselves, getting into the habit of using words, of speaking, of talking in a way that is in service to that which is emerging. That is a beautiful way for us to move into consciously participating in the emergence. So we can either thwart the emergence or we can support the emergence by virtue of what words we're using. So that's the invitation for us today, to look, to listen to what is it that we're saying on a habitual basis, on a regular basis, as we are engaging in conversation, as we are talking to our friends, our partners, our spouses, our co-workers. What are we saying? What is it that we really are saying? And is what we're saying serving what we wish to experience? Is it serving the emergence of the good that we wish to experience? Or is it blocking, delaying, obstructing the manifestation of it? So that's the invitation. And obviously, the question is for us to, and so the invitation is for us to stop on a regular basis. And the question for us is, in this now moment, how can I speak in an affirmative way that serves the good that I wish to experience? How can I use my words to stand in service to the good that I want to see manifested into my life? That's the invitation. That's the question. Thank you so much for tuning in, for participating, for joining me. As always, if listening to this or watching this resonated with you, I invite you to share it with others who you feel may benefit from hearing this, so that this field continuously grows and expands. Until we meet again, I bless our day, and I bless our way in the full knowing that all is well, that something wonderful is happening, that everything is working for our highest good. Much love and many blessings. Namaste.